Let's check back into the press conference and see who's at the mic next.
Definitely excited to be here, excited to be back. Another first-class event put on by the Southland. Get a chance to get around these coaches. Got some top-notch coaches here in the conference. But, excited to be actually talking about playing the season and, see how we stack up in this conference.
We will open questions for student athletes. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand, and a mic person will come around and bring you the mic to ask the question. First, I'll start, though, with Tony. Talk about the orange shoes.
I had to go all black, get a little hint of orange to represent UTRGV.
Marcus, what about you? Talk about your fit.
We went the all black special, man. Shout out to my mom. We wanted to just show that we're here for business. I like John Wick. I'm a big movie guy, so when people see John Wick, he's using it for business. So, that's just no said right there.
I love it. Let's start. It's as simple as can be, but 2025, it all kicks off. What's the excitement level? Let's start with Marcus first and Tony. Where's the excitement level to kick this thing off? Man,
when I tell you, man, just me personally, I'm ready to go, man. I think the Valley's ready to go. The guys in the locker room ready to go. It's at an all-time high. I think we're just trying to focus ourselves in on July 30th. Man, we've been going against each other for the past year or so. So, that's what we're really just focused on is July 30th.
Yeah, kind of what he said. All the players are ready to go. I know the fans are ready to go. We got season tickets sold out. It's going to be exciting for sure.
Talk about how it is competing with each other, to make each other better when you don't have competition coming up until this season. So how is it that you all push yourself and get yourself ready to kick things off? Let's this time start with Tony.
It's definitely competitive. We know at the end of the day we're teammates, but on the field, it's we're getting each other better. Even in the room, the wide receiver room, there's no set roster, set starters, but so that makes you go every day and go work. You got to go get your position.
Yes, sir. And obviously being next to Coach Bush, reminds me of being a pro. That's something we've been focused on, and competing against each other. There's tempos to practice, and understanding the tempo, and understanding that we're gonna go get each other better. We're gonna do it the right way. I'll tell y'all personally, man, it's tough going against number 14 right here, Tony Diaz. Man, he's a stud. He's gonna bring it every day. And then our receiver room, of course, is just Coach Gunner's gonna, they're gonna bring it every day. So us as DBs, we know we gotta bring our A game every day, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And it's been good going against these guys.
Marcus, what's it been like for you, though, specifically? You have played some college football. You played two years at Davidson. So what have you kind of brought to the table with some of the new folks, some of the freshmen, about, kind of what's coming here when things do kick off?
It's been a level of maturity, trying to be that, they call me young. I'm the old head in the room. We got some older guys in there, so I kind of lost that title. But, just being the steady piece, trying to be consistent every day, being just mature, kind of setting the example with just on and off the field, whether that's in the classroom or taking care of my body or, just getting in the training room. And it's been a lot. It's taught me a lot of patience. I think coming from my last school, it helped just seeing that how that program was. So just being able to be that piece every day has been very important.
All right, I'm going to get both of you to talk about the Valley and this community. There's a lot of excitement in the Valley, and I know both of you are feeling it. What has that felt like to you all to know that this community is behind you and is really excited to see you play? Let's start with Tony this time.
It definitely made me feel like home quick. As soon as I got down there, there's fans swarming you. Asking for autographs and everything. It's a great place too down there. The people are great over there. They think you made it already over there, but we haven't really done that yet.
Kind of just bouncing off of what he said, man. It felt like home. I'm a big family guy myself. The people that I do value my family time. So being in the Valley is very much a family atmosphere. They embraced us. Obviously, they've invested a lot of time and money into us. So we know that the love is there and the support is there. The Valley, I don't think you mentioned it, but the food in the Valley, man. The food in the Valley, man, you gotta check your calories, man. You gotta check your calories, man. You gotta make sure you you're hitting the weight, and for the big guys, you're not going overweight. So the food there is fantastic, man.
We'll get both of you out on this. You are both Texas natives as well, played high school ball here. What's it like to just be at the THSCA Coaches Convention, maybe seeing some old coaches, old folks around? What's that been like for you guys to connect there? Let's start with you, Marcus.
It's been great. I went to Rudder High School, so I got my coach, Coach P in the stands. I got Coach OB in the stands, man. Just seeing my coaches, man, it just brings me back, man. A lot of the things a lot of the reason who I am today is because of these two individuals here, and also my coaches back at Rudder. It's really just surreal to seeing, just kind of think back of where you started at, man. Those 5 a.m.s, hitting it hard, whether put some heavy stuff on your back, or just running in the track, after. So, yeah.
That's where it all started. I got Coach Bolden out here. He's my coach. It means something for them to be here watching. It started with them for sure. I thank them.
My question is for you, Tony. Coach you in high school, seeing you develop and grow from there to now. What would you say the biggest difference is from high school football to college football right now?
That's a great question. Okay. I'll definitely say the competition is different. In high school, I was just over there running past people like my eyes closed. But it's definitely competitive. But you got love the grind at the end of the day. It gets you better. Football's just a great game.
Tony, I wanted to ask you about your quarterback, Eddie Lee Marburger. How has his college experience kind of helped you guys get up to speed in the offense, and how valuable has he been to your group?
Yeah, he's a great quarterback. Very mature. He's been there, did that. So it definitely brings something like a +1. His balls are. The way he throws the ball is great. He got good vision. He can tell coverages. It's good. He's a great QB for sure.
That was a great catch there. You see what I did there? That is all the student athletes. Thank you for your time, and we will turn it over to Coach Bush now. And I'll lead off with this, Coach. We were here a year ago, and now we're here a month out before kickoff. Just describe your excitement level.
It's now we're on the clock for Rio, and excited about these two young men here to brag on them for a little bit, reason we don't have returning starters or preseason all-conference guys like the rest of the teams do, but these two young men, they've been a part of our program since day one. They checked in last August, have gone through the practice season, not only established themselves as a top offensive guy and top defensive player, but really what they do across the board in the classroom, in the community. They really exemplify the entire culture we're trying to build on a daily basis. So proud of them and what they've done, and excited to be sitting up here alongside them today.
Came on board in December of 2022. Obviously had recruiting classes in 23 and 24. Just talk about that process now to get to this point where you're getting ready to kick off. What's that process been like on your side of the house?
How much time you got?
Hey, we're here.
It's been it's kind of getting surreal. You start talking about meeting with our athletic director Chase Conk last night, just talking back to day one when it was a blank sheet of paper and there was a field over there. We envisioned our facilities going up, and what kind of staff we were going to hire, what kind of roster we were going to be able to build, and to now see all that come to fruition here over the past 2 years. The support of the Valley has been phenomenal, and the resources and everybody that's been involved from the founder standpoint. But to kind of watch it grow from the first staff, the first roster, the facilities, and now stadium's about done. We're about to move in our Vaqueros Athletic Performance Center there, and then to have this final roster set and report to training camp in 9 days, and we'll again, we got a lot of work to do still. 40 days left before game one. There's still tons of work to do on our end across the board, we're just focused on one day at a time.
You were the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach for that inaugural UTSA team. Is there anything you take from that, with it being an inaugural team, that has come into place with UTRGV now as a head coach?
Yeah, there were a lot of things that we brought. It's such a different college football, such a different time now, different landscape. We opened UTSA. First of all, being an assistant, there's a lot less decisions you have to make. So that's probably been the biggest difference is from day one of all the decisions being involved in the program. We opened that program kind of like opening a high school. We kicked off that first game with mainly true freshmen or redshirt freshmen. So the transfer portal has given us the ability to kind of balance out our roster, and that was kind of goal number one from the entire process. Was when we kick off on August 30th. We wanted our roster to look like everybody else in the conference in the nation, and we hats off to our coaching staff. They've done a phenomenal job recruiting. It's been a long process. It's been every day since they stepped on campus. We just got our roster set on July 1st, so we've been recruiting every day over the past 2 years, but to really balance out the juniors, the seniors, those classes, are really excited about the pieces we got, and again, that's going to give us a different opportunity than we had at UTSA that year.
Talk a little bit. We talked to Marcus some about him having college football game experience. How vital is that to your program, both from a leadership standpoint and just an experience standpoint, both with Marcus and any other kind of newcomers or people who have transferred in?
It's been good, and to bring those guys in that have played games, it's been fun to watch this team gel. And there's a genuine respect on both sides, and the guys that have come in from the outside respecting the guys that have been here since day one, and the guys that have been here really respecting the guys coming in, the older guys, and what they've done and the places they've been. So that's the key now, is to continue to get them to gel. But definitely still a lot of battles to be won. I'm excited. I'm curious about training camp. Again, we don't have returning starters. We don't have a depth chart set, so a lot of those battles are still there to be made. So it's going to make for a competitive training camp. You look at things like opening kickoff. We have guys running down kickoff that have never covered kickoff before. So there's so many things as we put camp together. We've got to try to simulate as many game situations as possible, not only for them but as a staff. This is the first time our staff's been together. Who's in the box? We got guys coaching college football for the first time. So as much as I haven't called a play in almost 3 years. So it's going to be an interesting camp, and as many situations as we can get both players and coaches in is going to be beneficial.
Talk a little about competition, because you've had a lot of competition for a few years leading to this point, and probably in a sense how your players have bought into competing with each other before actually competing against somebody else. So what has that process been like? And I'm sure there's an excitement among everybody to now compete against somebody else.
Well, and that's the heart of everything we build is that competitiveness, and not necessarily as an event, but a mindset. And we want these guys competing in everything they do, not only on the field, but in the weight room, in the classroom, in the community. So it's a mindset they bought into, and really through this process, that's been the focus, is just focus on one day at a time. We talk about winning today, and that's all we've been able to win for the past 2 years is each day. But really just taking one day at a time, but building that mindset to compete. But there's going to be again going against each other. We've made it competitive. It has to be competitive, and guys are out there still battling for jobs here over the next 30 days.
August 30th, 7 p.m., Sul Ross State coming up, and as we've said this entire time, a lot of excitement around that. Talk about the Valley, just the community. We asked the players about it, and we want to ask you the same, of just how they have been behind your program and are just kind of itching, I think, for that kickoff date.
Yeah, I think I don't know. We might have taken over the number one spot over the Cowboys down there over the past few years. So it's been fun to watch, and people keep talking about this first game, and I think I'm more excited. The thing I might be the most excited about is just seeing that stadium packed and seeing all the work. Our athletic department, the people don't know the work they've done to put together, college football from that side of it, but from every ticket, every parking spot, every tailgate spot. But really to see the Valley come together, it's going to be an exciting, and everything's sold out. It's been sold out all year. We've got suites that have been sold out for the next 4 years. I mean, it's a passion, it's an obsession, and it's been fun to watch. But that's going to be exciting to see. For everything to just come together and walk out that tunnel and see that place packed in orange and 12,000 orange flags waving in the air, and to see these guys in full uniform, it's going to be a special moment.
Any questions from media?
Coach, just wanted to ask about Eddie Marburger at quarterback. What has he sort of brought to your team, and how has he stood out so far?
We're excited about Eddie, and that was, he joined us at midterm and really had a great spring and really picked up the offense so fast. But what the biggest thing he brings, one, is game experience. He's the only one with college game experience in that quarterback room. I like our quarterback room, but really that maturity, the leadership, he's come in and has added that dynamic for us. Now I love Axel Chavez, Aiden Jacobson. Really feel comfortable with any of those three being in the ball game right now and starting for us. But Eddie has definitely started against Tennessee last year, so he's played at a different level. It shows some of the plays he's made this spring and been able to create some explosive plays for us. So excited about him, and hopefully excited to be able to get those other two in ball games early in the season as well.
The newest member of the Southland Conference, and we are here with head coach Travis Bush. I know I'm excited for this football season, but I have to guess you are even more excited to finally get out there and play a game after using last season to just recruit and practice, Coach.
We are, excited, really excited for the young men that have been here since day one and working towards this. Excited for the Valley. Of course, they're excited. Every game's been sold out, and the excitement continues to grow. And really a sense of curiosity for me. Really getting into camp, and we got our final roster set, and really just trying to identify who those guys are going to be over the next few weeks.
Coach, is that final roster set? I know you're getting close to the fall camp, and a lot of times there's still 1 and 2 changes that can come. Have you got that pretty well settled?
We're pretty much set. We've had it set for a couple of weeks and then had a few additions. We added 39 since spring ball, with the 10 guys that came out of high school. So, again, trying to, get those guys into camp and trying to identify who the final starters are going to be. We still don't have a depth chart. We don't have returning starters. We don't have preseason all-conference like some of these guys. So there's still a lot of question marks to be answered here in the next 40 days.
But you have a quarterback.
We've got a few. I like our quarterback room.
Yeah, I know Eddie Lee Marburger is the name that most people talk about coming over, and I think that's probably, if you got to start one area, you want offensive line. Behind that, on offense, you want your quarterback.
Yeah, and really, and talk about Eddie. Eddie came in at midterm and did a phenomenal job for us and really picked up the offense, and his leadership, his experience, you can see the difference. And, came out of spring is probably our best guy, and really excited about Axel Chavez and Aiden Jacobson as well, and feel comfortable with any of those three getting in the ball game and being our starting guy. So, but again, Eddie's got the game experience, and we'll roll with him. Hopefully game one, but really want to get the other two in as soon as we can in some non-conference games and get them that experience.
What was kind of the vision you were recruiting with that for the year when you didn't have a game to play or anything to kind of show off? What was kind of the vision you were doing, and how hard was that?
Honestly, that was a big question mark when you took this job. Was who are you going to get to come down here and practice for a year, come to the Rio Grande Valley, but was so pleasantly surprised. Ultimately, our plan was to bring in like 60 guys and try to practice, and we had to cut it off at 90. Because there was so many guys, and really, you look at the landscape of college football, where we found there was so many high school athletes not getting recruited, and good ones. And we brought in 75 high school freshmen that first year, to give them that opportunity. But our roster, peaked at about 93. But it was really, it was pleasantly surprising that able to get that many guys down there in that caliber.
And of course, you get 6,000 season tickets sold right away. That already makes you either 2 or 3 in season ticket sales for the year. You haven't won a game yet. What's the interest like down there?
It's more of an obsession, I would say, than interest. But that's the Valley, and that's why, bringing football to the Valley was so huge and so beneficial for the university of the region. They love football, they love their high school football, and now to have a Division I university in their backyard, it's been phenomenal to watch, and the excitement has continued to grow. Again, all games have been sold out. Tailgating spots have been sold out. So that's probably, people talk about looking forward to August 30th. That's probably the one thing I'm most excited to see is just the stadium, the event, the people, the tailgating, and all that just coming to fruition here on the 30th.
Let me put you in the shoes of the Sul Ross coaching staff. They have no idea what you guys are doing. None. You don't have film. There's no idea what's happening. I'm going to put you as the coaches for Sul Ross State. Are you pulling your hair out trying to determine? Look, sometimes you get a new coaching staff that shows up and what are they going to do? What are the wrinkles going to be? How's it going to be different? You're an entirely new program. What kind of element of surprise benefit do you have going into game one?
Hopefully we have some, but if you put ourselves in their shoes, and when I work with Lee Hayes back at University of Houston, so we do a lot of the same things offensively. But if you go back and just I'd studied Brian Gamble, where he's been our defensive coordinator, look at what he's done in his programs, and just really go back and look at where we're from and what we've done in the past, and you can get an idea of kind of what the mentality.
Okay, so what are you going to look like? You don't have to give me game plan. I don't need X's and O's, and we're going to go five. But, I mean, what do you want the sort of identity of the Vaqueros to be?
One, we're multiple. We want to be multiple offensively and defensively. So, what that looks like is, really a lot of similar to what you see your top colleges of the nation doing, mixing in and out of fronts and coverages on defense, and not trying to keep the offense off balance. And the same thing offensively, and mixing in different personnels, and mixing up your tempos and trying to again mix up the run pass game and be as multiple as we could be and take advantage of what they're giving us.
What have you done against? Have you had any time working against anyone else other than yourself?
Just ourselves,
That's
every day. So that our guys that they're kind of getting there at the end of spring ball. They're kind of getting tired of hitting each other, and I can imagine here in training camp we're gonna have some scuffles because they're just tired of hitting each other. But they'll be ready to go on August. They'll be hungry.
I bet.
Well, they'll have to be ready to go because it's unbelievable that the Rio Grande Valley has not had a Division I football team. It is an incredible place. It's going to be a party. We saw that. It's not just the football program, though. The whole athletic department is on the uptick. You've got season record for attendance for baseball. They were close, fighting for a bid into the college baseball tournament. All that momentum has got to help you guys, too, and knowing that if you perform, the fans are going to show up and sell out all the time.
No doubt. And all that credit goes back to Chase Conker, athletic director. He's been there since 2019, I believe, and really just revamping the entire athletic program. And that's the front porch of the university. And so, just the enrollments have gone up. But looking at the facilities, every single sport since the announcement of football, every single sport has gotten brand new facilities. Of course, ours are finishing up here. We'll move into that building here in the next couple of weeks. In our practice field, our stadium. Again, we're excited to believe we have the best facilities in this conference, and that's what his vision is for this program. And again, the landscape of college football is setting this thing up to keep moving up. What
was it like last fall when you didn't have games but you were practicing all the time? What were those practices like, and did guys get underneath each other's skin then? Because there was no end in sight at that point.
Yeah, we did. We made it kind of fun, and hadn't done it before UTSA, and it was a grind that year. But we didn't have a training camp. We didn't bring them in till school started, and really kind of broke it up like 3 spring balls. And we'd go about Monday through Thursday, give them the weekend off. We'd scrimmage every Thursday, and then after about 3 weeks, give them an open week where we didn't practice. So we kind of kept them. About the time they started getting tired, we'd give them a week off, and we were able to go watch high school games every weekend and keep recruiting that next class.
I guess everybody's talked about Rio Grande Valley being a sleeping giant, that the opportunity there is enormous as far as the entire athletic program. Do you feel that not only in football, but that just the interest of the area taking over for this university, what's that like to be a part of?
Yeah, and I mean, and having grown up there and family been down there, and you've seen it grow, but it's one of the fastest growing regions in the country, and it's continued to grow, and people from all over the state, the nation are moving down there, and it's really just a booming metroplex right now. And that's really, people asked about recruiting. What do? We just got them down there. And once you get them down there and they can see, it's a metroplex, and you have everything down there that you have in Austin, San Antonio, Houston. It's not just little border communities. It's a full-blown metroplex. And so guys fell in love with it. All the recruits, the transfers, everyone that we're able to get down there has fallen in love with it.
Yeah, really cool history for that school, too, with UTPA and everything that kind of went into creating UTRGV. That is a really neat place down there. I've had a chance to go to Edinburgh and call a basketball game, and that is a unique place in the world. It's
fun, great people. It's just passionate about sports, passionate about food, passionate about each other, and again, it's just a great place. Like I've always said, there's no better place to start a Division I program in the country right now than the Rio Grande Valley.
They will have some of the best food.
Well, we are a little over a month away before that first football game. I know your fans are excited. I know your team is excited, and I have to imagine the two student athletes that Brooke Kirchhoffer is with right now is also very pumped to get out there and play that first football game come August.
Yeah, Austin, they are. I'm here with MJ as well as wide receiver Tony Diaz. Welcome officially to the Southland Conference. What have been your first impressions and what have you learned?
It's an amazing environment over here. Great people over here for sure.
Man, it's been an experience, man. The Southland has opened us with open arms, man. We're excited to be here. Just excited to be here.
Everybody wants to know about the Vaqueros. What can you tell the people that are watching that haven't seen you guys play yet what to expect on the field?
We're gonna be a hard team to beat for sure. I'll tell you that. We're gonna go in with our heads down. We're not gonna let up just because we're new. Nah, we're gonna be a hard team to beat.
Yeah, everything is new. You haven't faced any of your conference opponents yet. What game are you circling on the calendar?
I mean, we don't have any game circled. There's no rivalry here. We're the kids on the block, man. We just want to go out there and earn our respect, man. The thing that we're circled right now is July 30th, man. So that's the first day of training camp. Go out there and execute, and we got to win that day before we worried about any guys in our conference.
Well, with being the new kids on the block, building chemistry is at a premium, especially with a young roster. What have you guys done, and maybe some fun stories about what you guys do to build that team chemistry?
I mean, we had a whole year just to build team chemistry. I mean, we'll go out, have some bowling matches and everything. I come out on top every time. I mean, I've never seen them bowl. I've never seen them bowl. I mean, I'm either hot or cold. It's really, really high, or really, it's really low. But a lot of basketball, a lot of basketball action going on with us, man. So yeah, that's what we do, like at the rec. So yeah.
Looking forward to seeing it and you guys getting onto the field, not playing each other. I know you guys are looking forward to finally facing somebody else, but with a lot of new faces, who do you guys expect to have a breakout year this year? And you can mention multiple players.
Xavier Nolan, receiver. We got a lot of guys. I mean, we got the whole O-line. We got Wes Thompson, TK, Gannon, Eddie, Aiden. We got a whole bunch. I mean, the whole team gonna have a breakout season. That's what I say. Hey, Tavian Cord too.
So, MJ, what about you on the defensive side?
So on the defensive side, man, a lot of guys, man, a lot of new guys, a lot of new transfers, man. But AP, man, Elijah Prosser, man, it's a stud, man. Elijah Prosser, Jarius Williams. Got new guys, Logic Hudgens, Elijah Graham, TJ Neal. It's a lot of guys, D-line, Nick Fernandez, Corian Thompson, man. A lot of guys, Jackson Maynard, y'all met, Jackson was here last year. Got a lot of guys, it's our first year, so I guess, we're going to break through and have a good year, get it rolling, year one, so.
Yeah, so if you heard that, just get a roster and highlight everybody's name. Excited to see everybody. I can't let y'all go without you explaining the all-black fits we have on. I know you can't see their shoes, but what went into this? And I know, MJ, you've got more on it.
Okay, so, man, I'm a big movie guy, man. So, John Wick, man, is very much business. You don't play it by the dog if you seen a movie, but just be businessy. Just know we want the Southland to know that we take this opportunity very serious, and this is business for us. It's a business trip. It's not we had a lot of fun with the media content, but man, it's very serious for us, man. We want to introduce UTRGV with that business mindset. So yeah.
So was this MJ's idea, or Tony, was this your idea?
This MJ idea. I just had to cooperate with him.
I'm telling you, lucky I can't see the orange shoes, man. He got the suede orange shoes on, man. He got it going on. That little James Brown.
You see him?
Come on.
You see him?
I'm telling y'all, man. He got it going on, man. Yeah, he got it going on, man.
Yeah, he's got the orange for UT Rio Grande Valley, the Vaqueros. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing what you guys do in your first year in the Southland Conference. Good luck this year.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Awesome. Austin, back to you.
Yeah, that's right, Brooke. August 30th, mark your calendars. UTRGV will play that first football game. I know they are so excited. As the newest member of the Southland Conference, Coach was telling us that fans, it's not just an excitement, it's an obsession. They are counting down the days for a football game to be played there.
They are. I was talking to their SID before, and he said they sold out all 6,000 season tickets. They have a waiting list of 6,000 for season tickets. That's incredible. And that first game, August 30th, Sol Ross, new coaching staff. They've had some struggles out there, the Lobos have in Alpine. That's a very winnable game for UTRGV, and could just get it off to a great start. It's good. The tailgating, it's going to be one of the best weekends of college football when it opens up down in the Rio Grande Valley.
Yeah, and if you've ever been there, it's a completely different atmosphere than a lot of the Southland Conference. We went there for basketball last year. The gym is huge. It's a really nice facility. This is a program and an athletic department that is above what you usually see when somebody not only starts a football program, but comes up. They're from another level. They're only a couple of years out of Division II. So this has the potential, especially with that fan base down there, to be as big as anybody in the Southland Conference.
Yeah, and I'm also very curious what they're going to look like. We kind of tried to, we're balanced. We're going to be balanced offensively. We're going to have a lot of multiple. Everybody say multiple. I just want to know what they're going to do. We're going to have read option? Are they going to line up in the shotgun? Are we going to run it? Are we going to try to two backs like Northwestern State? Are we going to try to be 4-5 wide like UIW? I just want to know what their identity is going to be. I'm just excited to see what they look like. And by the way, just as an aside, since we're talking about the greatness of being in this venue, there are currently 3 All-Americans that are talking with Commissioner Chris Grant right now, 2 from Northwestern State, and y'all might remember Lindsey Scott, the quarterback from Incarnate Word, all talking to Chris Grant. That's what I love about this event, is that you got nothing but All-Americans chatting with each other right now.
And one thing about Rio Grande Valley is there's 3 TV stations locally here. 2 of them are from them. So they are getting the attention. And that's something that's something the league really needs.
Oh, yeah, they are a hot commodity for those tickets. If you can get your hands on a pair, make sure you go out there August 30th for their first game. It's going to be buzzing.